15-18 left to go in this second half. Old Dominion leading by 3. Miami has been teetering back and forth between that 3-point margin, but they haven't been able to break through against Old Dominion. And ODU has a chance to extend it with a couple of free throws here for Casey Shaw. Drew it against Peter Suter.
2 team fouls for Miami, 4 for ODU.
Here's Casey Shaw at the line. And he is 0 for 2 tonight. Missed the first free throw on the left.
And the crowd really starting to get into it here at Millette, letting Casey Shaw know about his unfortunate possession a few minutes ago.
Second free throw. Gets a friendly roll, and Casey Shaw's 1 for 3.
I just gotta say real quick, I love having this type of crowd here. This is great.
Redhawks fans came ready. 52-48. Here's Luke Skowjak. Nice bounce inside. Antoine Woolfolk. Righty layup off the glass and in. And Miami cuts it to 2.
Great pass from Luke Skowjak. He's having himself a pretty good game today. Antoine Woolfolk, he has been the guy for Miami tonight. Up to 12 points.
Couple of Redhawks in double figures. Battle, straightaway 3. That's off. And the Redhawks have a chance to take the lead.
Here we go.
Trailing by 2. Ian Elmer the rebound. Driving against Shaw on the far side. Gives it over Woolfolk. Woolfolk up top to Luke Skowjak. Swinging up top. Left wing 3. Antoine Woolfolk can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. Won by Perry. Gives close to Skowjak. Up top. Right wing 3. It's Atlason. He sinks it. And Miami leads for the first time tonight, 53-52. Redhawks over the Monarchs.
Yeah, first 3 in what felt like forever for Miami. What a shot from Atlason. Welcome to Oxford.
And the Redhawks are feeling the momentum. Casey Shaw tipped out of bounds. Trey Perry. And the Redhawks force a turnover. Big play by the freshman.
Matt, this defense has stepped up big time, Andrew, ever since about the middle of the first half, and everyone is getting involved for the Redhawks defensively. Great play there by Trey Perry.
Redhawks are on a 5-0 run in the last 70 seconds or so. It's Luke Skowjak double teamed up top, passes right side. Atlason thought about a 3, drives inside, pump faking. Give it over Woolfolk. Left wing 3, it's Skowjak. Rims out, battle for the board, won by Elmer near midcourt. Redhawks get a fresh 20. Luke Skowjak orchestrating the offense, gives it over Woolfolk. Elmore at right wing 3, that's offline, and it's picked up by Battle. Redhawks cannot extend the lead.
Yeah, a couple of deep 3 there's for Miami. This place would have exploded if one of those went down.
1-point lead for the red and white. Righty layup is good for LJ Thomas on top of Ian Elmer.
What a take. Spinning around, able to lay it in from reverse.
And on the near sideline, Skowjak draws the foul on Caleb Swanton-Roger. This is going to be his 3rd foul. 2 Monarchs have 3 fouls, Hubbard and Swanton-Roger. Of course, Hubbard got the technical foul. 5 personal fouls as well in this second half. Inching close to the bonus. Something to keep an eye on.
And with the way Miami's been able to drive the ball inside, it may not take very long for that to happen.
On the inbound, Tyler Robbins collects it. Here's Robbins, lefty layup. It's good, off the glass and in. The freshman making a big play, extends the lead to 1 for Miami, 55-54.
Great recovery there.
And the Redhawks steal it. Skowjak over to Perry. Fast break opportunity, and Perry loses it on the baseline. A little overexcited there. It's back to the Old Dominion Monarchs. Back and forth we go inside Millette Hall.
Miami maintaining their zone.
Left wing 3 from Battle. No. Cleared by Perry. The Lakota East Thunderhawk working the other way. Atlason thought about a 3. Gives it over Skowjak on the near side. 12:20 left to go in the game. Tyler Robbins, the Pittsburgh native, up top to Ian Elmer. Gives it over Perry, right wing. Shot clock at 10. Redhawks lead 55-54. Perry, right wing, dancing with his man. It's Battle, lefty layup, blocked by Battle. but this is going to be a foul on Miami. It looks like it's a loose ball on Tyler Robbins, and that'll give it back to the Monarchs.
And just nothing really going there for Miami offensively. Not a ton for Trey Perry to do. He just had to drive it inside, but it was blocked by Jared Turner. But it's certainly an understandable look from the freshman Perry. Just couldn't quite get it home.
Redhawks are outscoring Old Dominion 18-9 in this second half. A much better start from the first half. Old Dominion shooting 4 for 9 in this second half. 12 minutes left to go, nearing a media timeout. LJ Thomas up top, Jared Turner, straightaway three. Perry was right there. Rims out on the left side, out of bounds, and it's back to Miami.
And the intensity really picking up, Andrew. This Miami team and Miami crowd is loving it. Should be a great final 11:52.
Take a break and be back in a moment. The Redhawks leading 55-54, hoping for a nice push in this middle portion of the second half. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. You're listening to Miami Basketball on Redhawk Radio. Welcome back to Regency Furniture Stadium, top of the 8th. Andrew Relvas alongside Patrick Moran. Thanks again for joining us. It'll be Bonnier, Grimes, and Gill. First pitch is fouled off on the left side. The Thunderbolts have 6 outs left if they want to win this one and end the regular season on a positive note. For the Senators, they've scored in 4 consecutive innings. 5 straight runs. Bonnier, second pitch, flares one out to right. This will drop in front of going for a base hit. A leadoff single for Vance Bonnier to open the 8th.
Nice job there by the backstop. Yet another single hit to the opposite way. Really preaching that approach here in this one, or the Thunderbolts, and it's working.
And now we see the home run king so far. Brady Grimes had a home run in his last game, looking to get his 6th on the season. He takes a first pitch strike. This would be a big spot for Grimes if he could get one. In his last trip here, he hit one out to left field in the first game versus the Senators. Grimes will take a ball. It's 1-1. Grimes taking over for Foster. Foster started the game, but Grimes coming in as a late replacement. The 1-1 is popped up in the air out to right. Coming in from right field is Groen. He makes the catch, and that is the first out in the 8th inning.
You could tell that Brady Grimes really wanted to hit one far there. Kind of tossed the bat aside in frustration, and he didn't get a better handle on the baseball. But that's just what this game is. It's a game of failure, and, you know, it is what it is.
Tyson Gill up for another at-bat, his 4th of the night, and he gets a first pitch strike from Cale Vinson. Vinson doing long relief as a position player, making his first appearance on the mound. In the final game of the regular season, Bonnier slides back to first in time. It's 1-0 on Tyson Gill. The all-star infielder gets ball 2 outside. Gabe Ruiz is the scheduled hitter, assuming no pinch hitter for him coming up. Here's the 2-0. Hacked foul left side. 2-1 on Tyson Gill.
You know, Vincent, he may be a position player pitching, but he's doing a heck of a job. I mean, 3 1/3 scoreless, only allowing 1 hit against the T-Bolts. I mean, that is preserving your bullpen at its finest.
2-1, swing left side, gets in between Surwick and Flores. And the Thunderbolts have 2 on with 1 out here in the 8th. The 1-out single for Tyson Gill.
Tyson Gill kind of let that ball travel deeper into the zone. Hit it with some authority the other way. That was a pretty convincing crack of the bat. And that puts the Thunderbolts in a decent enough spot. Runners on first and second with a home run threatening Gabe Ruiz.
Here's Gabe Ruiz, has 1 home run on the year. Would love to get a second here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Strike 1 on Ruiz. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to right. Second pitch, he hits this in the air out to center, going back a few steps is Truck on the run, makes the catch right at the warning track. Over to third is Bonnier. He's got the wave home. Here's the play at the plate. It's late. Bonnier comes in to score. Tyson Gill comes up. That's a sac fly out to center for Gabe Ruiz. And it is 6-3. The T-Bolts cut the lead in half.
My goodness, you hardly ever see that. Vance Bonnier able to capitalize on such a big outfield and get 2 bases. You know, kind of a combination of that and catching the defense napping a bit. Max Eckert, you know, he's aggressive. He likes to send those runners around third, try and score, and he was able to pull it off.
Erd pops it up on the first pitch right to Carter Groen running in, and that ends the inning for the Thunderbolts. A good inning, though. They get their first run since the second inning, cutting the lead to 3. And after 7.5 innings, it's the Thunderbolts 3 and the Senators 6. Stay with us for more baseball action here from Waldorf, Maryland, for the conclusion of the regular season in the Cal Ripken League.
Hello, my name is Andrew Relvas, and welcome to the 2025-26 season preview for the Miami Redhawks men's basketball team. This year marks the 4th year under Travis Steele and one where the Redhawks will look to outdo last year's amazing ride. Last season, Miami finished second in the MAC with a record of 14-4, and they made the MAC championship game for the first time in 18 years and finished with the most wins in program history, going 25-9. It should be another excellent year in Oxford as the Redhawks are projected to finish second in the MAC preseason poll, and they have many key players coming back this year. Some of these players include senior guard Peter Suter, who averaged 14 points a game and 4 assists, junior wing Ian Elmer, who averaged 11 and 4, and senior forward Antoine Woolfolk, who averaged 8 and 5 and was a true paint beast, being one of Miami's best defenders. On top of that, the Red and White are bringing in 6 incoming freshmen, including 1 transfer. This is a freshman class that head coach Travis Steele spoke of very highly at the introductory press conference. Some of the freshmen to keep an eye on are 6'10 forward Tyler Robbins, who should be a beast in the paint, 6'2 guard Trey Perry coming in from Lakota East with a ton of swagger, and 6'4 guard Justin Kirby, who should excite a lot of Miami fans coming in from Fishers, Indiana. The lone transfer is junior Almar Adelson, who comes in from Bradley, averaging 6 and 2 and shot 38% from deep last season. He stands at 6'8", and according to Travis Steele, he can be a versatile plug-and-play option for the Redhawks. Now Miami comes into the season ranked 127 in the Ken Pomeroy rankings, which is 3rd in the MAC behind Akron and Kent State. However, the Redhawks should soar up the rankings with no Power 5 teams on the non-conference slate. Sure, the Redhawks have a few tough matchups against Eastern Kentucky, Wright State, and UNC Asheville, but if they can get into a rhythm quickly, Miami will position itself well for conference play. The mission this year, make the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2007. And with a strong returning cast and a new mindset, the Redhawks are ready and poised to rock and roll for this upcoming year. Miami season kicks off against the Old Dominion Monarchs on November 3rd at 7 p.m. in Millett Hall for the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. Make sure to pack Millett, and as always, go Redhawks.